Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Miami Dolphins taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard
he threw 5
touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. Seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Breida on the carry.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Come on, man. He's cheating already.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Come on, guys.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Burst by him near the 35. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
We're playing like
8 yards
shit,
on
man.
the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down close to a
playing like
first
total
down at
shit.
about the
Come on,
Dolphins'
guys.
24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running with Elliott.
Nope. Good job. Way to quit it. Stop him. Defense, guys.
Not able to get it past the marker. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you
try to get it
damn
to
it, what is this?
Intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Come on, man. Not again.
Able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. That's how we're going to play. And they responded to the challenge.
First down carry by Elliott.
Number 21.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 84.
From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
That was a terrible defense. What was that, guys?
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
They're both feet inbound.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down.
All right, GT, let's go.
Working across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there.
Good job. Let's go.
Have a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
20-yard line.
They run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
He had to be down. We can't be playing.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Dallas.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Dolphins nothing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, that's not good.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. This is Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
All right. Everybody settle down. Listen up.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
On the tackle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked those guys.
Come on, guys, let's go. Get pumped up.
But oh, so effective.
Gotta get motivated.
There, keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take
some pressure
off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Pick up of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs
before games, 2-time Super Bowl guys.
Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Good job, let's go.
This into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, man, they're going down like flies.
Here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Oh, man. God damn it, man. Wow. We don't have nobody left.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man right side. It's Lamb.
Oh, there's some cheating shit here.
The 20.
There's some cheating shit here. So now we can't tackle. Oh, come on.
CD Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at
Two
all.
guys
Because they
right
end up
there.
pushing the
Oh,
lead
come
up
on,
once
guys.
again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver.
How lineman gonna catch TT? Oh, this is some bullshit.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Big as he is. Come on, man. That's beyond realistic.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Go, TT.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly.
That was a good route.
We
We finally ran the route correctly. You got in front of them guys.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Oh, I slid.
Cowboys have recovered.
Come on, guys. Why y'all cheating me? I slid.
Job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost
he hit
the
the
most
ground.
important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there.
He hit the ground. Y'all better not cheat
Getting
me.
to the 1st down marker,
He hit the ground.
Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's
hit
the
the
Dallas
ground.
offense now heading back out onto the field.
They gotta give me
They
that
are
ball back.
clicking on all cylinders.
That guy hit the ground.
They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Come on, this is some
Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9.
What are y'all doing?
Down 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Come on, guys. You letting him spin all on us. Just tackle the guy.
At the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Why are they switching man way away from the guy?
Their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there.
How y'all just sitting there watching this? You see a guy way down there.
Much more difficult.
Come on, guys.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The tight end ain't nowhere out there. What are y'all doing, man? Y'all running like y'all don't want to play.
Guys will get the football back. We haven't even
He's
escaped
jogging.
the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back
Why are you
before
jogging?
were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half,
There's no way y'all can be tired. Y'all ain't done the fucking field goal enough.
But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
I can't believe this
He's
shit.
got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 24-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start right here in Florida. The New York Jets heading down the coast to take on Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Derrick Henry with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
From the 31, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll have his man.
Come
That's
on.
Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice
What kind of defense y'all playing for zone?
When I was going through the draft
Why you
process
watching him?
when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Elliott. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20.
Ain't nobody sticking him. And if I move, we don't run. Oh, come
The
on,
Cowboys
guys.
have a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That is caught at the 7. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have themselves
Same
a 1st
thing
and
over and
goal as
over.
he's out of
Ain't
bounds
nobody
about
there.
the
Come on,
7-yard
guys.
line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys add on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make. Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. But we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them. Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Tight end all off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Tua going to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down.
Come on, this is some bullshit.
So now after the sack,
ain't no way these motherfuckers that fast.
Staring at a 3rd and long. On play action, here's Tua. This will be caught inside the 10.
Cheating bitches, take that.
Close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps. So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy? I go aerial attack. Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks.
That's a touchdown.
Big play right
Hit
there.
the pile.
They need plenty of those.
How long?
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
He's out of bounds, too. They're still running the clock.
They'll try to run with Breida.
Oh, they just
Take
cheating.
it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Come on, guys, we got to stop him.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run.
Can't let him get that long drive. Got to stop him. 3 and out. Come on.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And as we look at the tape, he's getting close to 200 yards. Think he can smell it?
He can not only smell it, he can probably count it. And he's looking to get there and beyond it. But right now, what we're seeing, a lot of junk defenses like in basketball when you're trying to stop a leading scorer and they just have no answers for him right now. Whatever they're throwing out there, he's going right through it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And look at this.
They so open. What are y'all doing?
Downfield. And they're going to have this
Come on,
across
guys.
midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Prescott from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Prescott's pass complete to Ezekiel Elliott. A 2-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He gets it to die outright. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's not going to get me. 58, 58, right here.
They go play action here on first down. And, he coughs up the... and this is going to wind up a safety.
Why you didn't throw the ball?
Another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't
He's
afford
holding the
anymore
ball
at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line.
Guys,
Taken
what is
down
this?
after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Cowboy first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, You have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dive. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
47, Dolphins 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Die. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is brought in by Hardy. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd
Fucking
and 2.
bullshit, guys.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
With
8
number 1
yards the
defense.
gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Die. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. Die. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That was terrible, guys.